The following is an independently produced program. The views expressed within are not necessarily the views of WAVS Radio, its staff, or management, but are strictly those of the hosts, guests, and callers.
170.
1170 a.m. It's Sunday night in the Caribbean, man. Hubert McIntosh is a member of the Society for Financial Awareness, and he's the man.
Financial literacy provided by Hubert McIntosh,
CPA.
Financial literacy. Control your financial status.
Here's your host, Hubert McIntosh, CPA.
Good evening, good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us once again. Oh my gosh, it's a great Sunday evening in South Florida. So thanks again. So we are here August the 13th. August the 13th. Oh my gosh. Where has the time flown by? We started January 1st and it's already August 13th. Wow. 7.5 months. So tonight I think it's fitting that we give a summary of what happened over the past 7 months and the goal of the program and so forth. And with that being said, it would always be beneficial anytime you're doing something that you get feedback as to see if the goals have been accomplished, if there are things that you would want us to share with you that we haven't yet. So this is Hubert McIntosh, your CPA, a member of SOFA. SOFA is a Society for Financial Awareness with one mission. The mission is to help eradicate financial illiteracy in America, and I have joined with SOFA to help accomplish such goal in this community. So I thank you for joining us. We're in the studio. The numbers are 954-792-1170, 954-792-1170. You can call us, you can ask our questions, give us feedback, give us comments. We're here with you on Sunday nights from 9 to 10 p.m. 9 to 10 p.m. But you have 24/7 access to us. We have a direct line you can reach us on, 754-366-7311, 754-366-7311. We have a website. You can visit us there, financialliteracy.info, financialliteracy.info. We have a Facebook page. You can link us from the website to Facebook. You can share us with your family and friends. Don't keep us a secret. Don't keep us a secret. We would very much appreciate that. So we have Facebook, we have Twitter. You can tweet us. We will respond to your tweet. You can like our page. You can make comments on our Facebook page. You can make comments on the website. You can also send us an email if that's your preference. support@financialliteracy.info. support@financialliteracy.info. So you see, you have access to us. You have media access. You have phone access. You have physical access. We are in the studio. There are times that we will even visit you. You can contact us, and it's a part of what we do in helping to eradicate financial illiteracy. So I know this weekend is a kind of a sad weekend for the masses, the Jamaican masses, with the World Cup, the track and field World Cup, so I know, not World Cup, World Track and Field World Championship, not World Cup, that's soccer or football. So I know it's very disappointing this weekend, and there are a lot of controversies around it, so I don't know if you have been participating in some of the controversies, regarding Usain Bolt. Sometimes life is like that, someone reigns and you're on top, and then it's always a tough decision to decide when to stop, so that's where some of the controversy is leading from, where some people are saying, well, maybe he shouldn't have, last year he should have finished, but he has been great for us. We wish him and his family well. It's just sad that sometimes in life you do 16 things right, and the one time you may do something, you're gonna have people gonna have difference of opinion whether you should have or shouldn't have. So it's just one of those things. Life is like that. You never know when to finish or when to stop. And the circumstances surrounding life, and I can use that to just piggyback into the show. Remember, from the first week in the show, we spoke to you about what life is like, where someone had shared with me and I had borrowed it and I've been using it as one of the principal story for our show, in the sense that life is like a train journey, where your parents bought your tickets. They bought the tickets, they put you on the train, but you don't know where your stop is going to be. You don't know where you're going to get off that train. So it's the same thing in life, whereas what we're talking about with financial literacy and planning. Planning is one of those things where it can be arbitrary in some case, in the sense that sometimes we fail to plan for multiple reasons. I can share a couple with you, where some people will fail to plan because they don't want to plan for something and then feel disappointed. But when you take that and you take the flip side to it, so if you plan for something and it doesn't happen and you feel disappointed, what's the alternative? The alternative is not to plan. But when that situation happens, how do you deal with it? So it's that catch-22. Do I plan? Do I not plan? Sometimes, a formula you can use is that, plan and plan for the worst in some cases, and you hope for the best. But just saying not to plan, that's not a formula I subscribe to, because the saying goes, the person who plans, the person who fails to plan to fail. So this show is not off the motto of that. We are off the principle that you're gonna plan. So that's why we come on every Sunday night, and you have 24/7 access to us, because we want to help you to plan. For those of us who don't want to plan, then there's not much we're gonna be able to do for that person, because the show is off the principle of planning. So with that being said, we're in Sunday school. So get your pen, get your paper. We're going to go over some stuff. I'm going to summarize what is happening. What's the motto and the theme. I'm going to share with you the theme of the show. Why is it that we do it? And what are we hoping to achieve and impart to you? And basically, finance is related to money. It's money. So instead of, we could have said financial planning, we could say money planning, but anything financial is related to money. And what has happened, how the financial illiteracy happens, is that we have not been taught how money works. Money is, if not outside of oxygen, money is the most critical commodity we have in this life. As I said, outside of oxygen. If someone knows something else, well, you could put water right there along with oxygen. But outside of those are natural things. But money is so critical, where there is even confusion about money, in that you will even hear people use a false statement, not even thinking about what they're saying, where people will say money is the root of all evil. But if you stop, you grow up and you hear that saying and don't realize that that statement is missing. Money is not the root of all evil. If you're going to go by the statement that was made, the statement says the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. So that's a topic in itself that we could debate, and we could dive further into, where that can also be controversial. And one person may think, okay, how do you define the love of? Defining the love of can be defined in so many ways. So we're not going to talk about whether the love of. We're going to talk about money and the flow of money and how money works. That's what we're doing in this show. So as I said, this is Hubert McIntosh, your CPA, a member of SOFA, the Society for Financial Awareness, bringing to you financial literacy on a Sunday night in WAVS 1170. You can join us on the app, whether it's your Android or your iPhone, your Apple, you can join us there. You can join us on the website, WAVS1170.com. You can listen to us live. You can go to financialliteracy.info, and there's a link, so you can see us. Yes, you can also watch live. I'm here broadcasting, and I'm live in the studio, so you can watch, you can listen in your radio. But sometimes with the radio, with us being on an AM band, the distance is a little bit short. But on the internet, we are coming to you worldwide. So we thank you for joining us. And we also celebrate our listeners. There have been listeners who have been with us from the beginning of the year. You know who you are. We celebrate you. We celebrate our listeners who just joined us starting last week, So we just thank you. We thank you for the feedback that we have gotten over the months. We thank you for the comments. We thank you. We thank you. So basically, let's go back to that journey with the train. So life, as I said, it's like that train journey. Your parents bought your tickets, and you don't know where you're gonna get off. So with that being said, not knowing where you're gonna get off, it's critical. How do you live that? How do you manage that journey? How do you manage that journey? So here you are, if we're using the example of a train journey, a journey and a train. All right, you can be in a train, right? Think of it this way. You can be in a train, and you're sitting beside other people. People are standing beside you. People are sitting beside you. And you may choose not to talk to any of the people on the train. That's a choice you have. While another person or different persons may, since they don't know how long the journey is going to be, they decide that they're going to interact with others. They're going to communicate with others. They're going to talk with others, because you're in this journey together. So it's the same with life. The life that we live is going to determine the quality. Let me say the quality of the life we live is going to be determined by the relationships we establish. Yeah, by the relationships. Because if you go back to even that saying, no man is alone. And if you think you can live this life by yourself, without others, I can say to you right now that you're not going to have a quality life. Because you cannot have quality lives living it by yourself. Because there are going to be times when you're going to need others. There are going to be times when others going to need you. And if you think you can go through this life by yourself, for lack of a better word, to be honest with you, for lack of a better word, I pity you. I pity you in that sense. I'm just keeping it real here. If you think you can live this life by yourself. So as I said, the quality of this life we live is how we live it with others. And at the same token, you're going to have ups and downs. Life is going to have ups and downs. Life is going to have peaks and valleys. You're going to have valley experience. You're going to have mountaintop experience. That's just life, There's going to be a time when you're down. There's going to be a time when you're up. And that is the critical part of with the quality of life, because the more people are quality people that we have around us, when the down, because you're gonna have down in life, when the down is there, then there are people around you who are gonna help pick you up. So if you're living this life by yourself and you don't have people, you don't surround yourself with people, quality people, then when those down moments, who's gonna pick you up? Yeah, and I know some of you could be saying, yeah, but people disappoint me, and you know what? That's also a part of life. That's also a part of life. We are imperfect people. All of us, we are imperfect people. I love the song that Prince, who has gone from us, where he sung the song, Dearly Beloved, we're gathered here to do this thing called life. And this thing called life is going to have ups, it's going to have downs, ups and downs. So, there's also this saying, life is not about what happens to us. That's not what life is about. Life is about what do we do when something happens to us. So it's not that we're not going to fall down. There are times we're going to fall down. But when we fall down, what are we going to do? Are we going to stay down for the count, or are we going to get up? I know I've got a little philosophical there, getting away from financial, but financial literacy, a part of it really comes with philosophy, because what is philosophy? Yeah, let's talk about that since we said it was, because a lot of times we use the word. Remember last week I shared with you a couple of words that sometimes we use, or a couple of phrases we use, and sometimes we don't even stop to think about it. So let's talk about this word, because a lot of times we use it. I just use it now. I says, I've gone philosophical with you. And it's a word we hear so frequently, philosophy. But if you stop, I'm not going to challenge you, but I'm challenge you in a sense. What do you think philosophy means? And maybe it's a good question that, we can open up the lines where people can call us. People can call us 954-792-1170, 954-792-1170, and share with us what you think philosophy is. I'll go ahead. I'm in two thoughts. Should I wait until you say it, or should I share what I think philosophy is? Yeah, so I'm going to go and share what I think it is, and then each of us going to have different philosophy now. And this may be even throwing a crink where he says, oh, I thought philosophy was one meaning. No, philosophy, even though it has a meaning, it differs for different people. Basically, philosophy is what one believes. Yeah. philosophy is what one believes. So if you think about that, what we are talking about in this program, we are talking about the philosophy of money. The philosophy of money. So if you look at that, what is the philosophy of money? One person's philosophy of money is going to be different from another person. Because philosophy in itself is what one believes. So if we take that further, then we can say, what do you, or what does one person, or what do a group of people believe about money? So that's the philosophy of money. So here's the thing. So you have the philosophy of money where one person may believe and another person may believe differently. But here is it now. You have things that are factual. You have things that are absolute about money. So whether you believe that or not, it doesn't mean your belief is not going to change the absolute. There is an absolute about money, and there are beliefs about money. So I think it's an interesting topic. So I would love to hear some of your views on it, as we go deeper into the program. I think it's just a very interesting topic, because financial literacy comes about with beliefs. Because one person may say, well, I am not going to study. These are my beliefs. I'm going to hold to my beliefs. I am not willing to explore. And here's the thing. So why would someone say that? Why would someone say that? Remember, one of the lines we also use is that in this program, I've introduced it to you since January, is if what you thought, think about it. And here's another philosophical statement. If what you thought to be true turns out not to be true. Think about that. If what you thought to be true turns out not to be true, when would you want to know? When would you want to know? And the obvious answer is you may think that everybody would say, I want to know now. But what if I surprise you and tell you that's not what everyone believes? Because here's the thing. Sometimes if what you thought to be true turns out different, where it turns out not to be true, why would someone want not to know? Here's the part about it, is that sometimes people don't want to know something because if it changes what your belief was, wow, then you may have to make a change. And change is not one of those easy things. There's also this statement about life where it says that two things in life are certain: death and taxes. But I will challenge that statement, and I'll tell you that there's another certainty in life. Life is not, the truth of life is not just that death and taxes. I'm going to introduce you to another certainty in life. Another certainty in life is change. Yes, that's a certain, that is as certain as death. There will be change. Tomorrow will not necessarily be the same as today. And Tuesday will not be necessarily be the same. So life in itself, so you can add that to the list. You can add that to the list of certainties in life. The debt, taxes, and no, I'm adding that to you. So you add that to your vocabulary. Change is another certainty in life. So sometimes people don't want to know something because if they find out that it's different from what they thought, it may require a change. And if I don't want to change, I prefer not to know. So these are the philosophies we're dealing with. So let's talk about what we're talking about. The philosophy of money is in this program. Every person in life has something what you call a lifetime capital potential. Every person, I don't care who it is, every person has a lifetime capital potential. Lifetime capital potential. But remember, we're talking about the train. So some people's journey is going to take 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years. I share the statistics with you that by 2050, and I encourage you guys to Google this, by 2050, there will be 4 million centenarians. Yeah, that's people who are 100 years old. There will be 4 million by 2050. So here's the challenge. So if I just say to you that every individual has a lifetime capital potential. So what does that mean? It sounds like this lifetime capital potential. What does that mean? The challenge, though, in calculating lifetime capital is the fact that you don't know your lifetime. So here's this challenge again. Because you don't know if you're going to live 50 years or 100 years. So what do we go by? So even though we don't know, we're not going to put up our hands and says, well, we're not going to calculate it. What we do, we use something called an actuarial tables. It's calculated by actuaries. Like right now in America, the actuarial table for a male is 82 years old. It says that male is going to live until 82. Generally, and a female is gonna live until 89. So that's 7 years more. The woman is gonna live 7 years longer than the man. As I tell you, Sunday nights is the 9 to 10 on Sunday nights is the fastest hour of the week. So with that being said, I will have to step aside, pay some bills. So stick and stay with us, and just keep in mind we're going to be right back. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. This is Hubert McIntosh, your CPA, a member of SOFA. SOFA, the Society for Financial Awareness, with one mission: to help eradicate financial illiteracy in America. And I've joined SOFA to help this community. So thank you for joining us. We're in the studio, 954-792-1170, 954-792-1170. You can join us on the website, financialliteracy.info, financialliteracy.info. On the website, there's a link to our Facebook page. You can go there, like our page, share our page with your family and friends. Don't keep us a secret. Also on the website, under the services tab, we have past shows, the recording of past shows in that shows that you may have missed. You can go and you can check that out under the services tab, recording of past shows. And what I've understood, now the YouTube, we have a YouTube page. It's not theirs, but I understand that by this week, all the shows. We will have a video and a recording of all the shows. Yes. So, so we are bringing it to you. So all of that will be on YouTube. What we're also doing is we are also compiling. If there's a show that you missed and you want a CD or you want an MP3, so we're also putting the shows on MP3, CDs, and even USB drive. You may prefer where you may want a series of shows and you want it on a USB drive. Those are all the services we're going to provide, so the individual ones, yes, absolutely, we'll provide those complimentary, but when you want a series and we have to put it on a USB, in that case, that will have a nominal charge just to cover the cost of that. So those are some of the things that we have going. You can join us. You can also email us, support@financialliteracy.info, support@financialliteracy.info. Visit us on the website, financialliteracy.info, financialliteracy.info, and you can call us directly, 754-366-7311, 754-366-7311. And right now we are in the studios, Sunday nights, 9 to 10. We are in the studios, WAVS 1170. That's where we are. So you can call us in the studio, 954-792-1170, 954-792-1170. So in continuing talking about philosophy of money, so what I left you on the other side with, we're talking about every individual, I don't care who it is, I don't care where they live, where they're born, you have a lifetime capital potential. All right, so the hard part there is to calculate lifetime, because we don't know what our lifetime will be. We don't know if it's 50 years. We don't know if it's 70 years. We don't know if it's 100 years. But so what we use the actuarial table, like I said to you, where it's expected that females will live till 89 years, male will live to 82 years. And there are circumstances that will prevent that, accident, illness, or so forth, but they're just going by an average. So that's an average, okay? So with that average, how we calculate our lifetime capital potential is that lifetime capital means the total resources that will come or pass through our hands. And what does that mean when I say total resources? We're talking about financial resources. So lifetime capital is different from lifetime income. Remember that now. Don't confuse the two. You have lifetime income and you have lifetime capital. Lifetime income is the amount of money that we can anticipate earning as an income, earnings. But what capital is where you take that earnings and that earnings is multiplied, because you know that in finance you can have income and you can take that income and you can invest. You can invest that income, and what the total of that income that's invested, it's gonna generate a lifetime capital. Okay, so that's your lifetime capital potential. So we understand, I've invited you guys, and I understand that we have a caller on the line. So caller, we thank you. Go ahead, you are live on the air.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, sir.
The philosophy of money, I feel like the people them should invest in themselves to get the capital of what they want.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That is so good, my brother. I thank you for sharing that. And folks, if you listen to what the listener just said, invest in yourself. invest yourself. And Carla, what do you suggest? How do people do that, in your opinion? How do people do that?
So basically, you find something that you like me. Hold on.
Your background, your
Yeah. You can hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing a little better. Yes.
All right. I feel like the people them can find a trade. Like, I love to do tire, fix tire. That's something we love to do.
Okay.
So anybody can just invest and buy some. Can invest myself and buy some tire and make some money and begin a business. You see.
That is powerful, my brother. That is powerful. So what I'm getting from that, then, you're saying whatever a person likes, they can invest in themselves, and they have a potential of growth.
Exactly.
Great, man. Thank you so much for sharing that. And what has happened, what I can say, what has happened in you, I can make an assumption, because remember, we were talking about beliefs. We're talking about beliefs, where the philosophy is belief. So you believe, you're one individual believing that if you invest in yourself with something that you like, then your potential can increase.
Exactly.
That is great, and I celebrate you. My brother. So here's the thing. One of the things we were talking about determining beliefs, because the philosophy is the belief, is what one believe, because it's the same way you believe that another person, and not saying that you're wrong, another person is going to believe differently. Because here's the thing. Here's one of the challenge. Whereas one of the things we have to deal with in life is how much does one believe in themselves? And you're showing me how much you believe in yourself. But do you know that you have people out there, that people who are listening to us right now, that some of them don't even believe in themselves?
That's sad for them.
And you're right. You are right. You are right, my friend.
Everybody should believe in themselves. I don't know why people. I don't know. That's true, because whenever somebody talk down about them, they feel so shallow and John, no, me can't do it. He might tell the truth. Then I listen to our next man. Them can't do that.
Wow. That is so true, my brother. That is so true. That is a great philosophy, and I want to thank you for sharing your philosophy with us. How long have you been listening to the program?
About a year now.
Wow. Thank you so much, man, and thank you for calling. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
But we want to give up. We want to make everybody know Express Tire will come out with shop, because we have some new and used tires. So anybody want to come out Express Tire over West Park.
All right, then here's a thing that we have. And I'll encourage you, because we had a promo. We had one of the promo broadcasts in that you could call us, and we could talk about your business, and we can even help you. We can help you develop an advertisement for the show.
Seriously?
Yes, we can help you. We can develop you. I didn't hear what you just said. No, that part of it is a paid service for us to promote the show. That would be because we're gonna help you develop the commercial. So you can call us off the air, and we'll talk to you about how does that work. Whereas basically every week your show could be your business could be promoted on the show. So I'll give you the phone number for that, okay? It's 754.
Hold on.
You ready?
Yeah, 754.
366 7311.
All right.
754-366-7311. You call us and we'll discuss that with you, and we can make it happen for you, and we'll just explain to you and share with you the different options, okay?
All right. But
So-
the philosophy of money is a true thing. People need to invest in themselves. Nobody don't want to work no 9 to 5 job at McDonald's and anything, you know?
Yes, but guess what, my brother? Some people has to, because if some people don't, where you and I would get our coffee and our smoothie. You can tell I love that smoothie, man. They got that strawberry smoothie at McDonald's, you know. So somebody has to do it, my brother. So each person has to do what they love, you know. So thanks again, man, and keep listening, and we'll hear from you, and we'll help your business get promoted on the show, okay?
All right, my brother. Take care.
Take care. All the best, okay? Okay, so we thank that caller, you know, his philosophy. So he was answering that question about the philosophy of money, in the sense that what he believes is that a person, if you like something, you should invest in yourself. You should invest in yourself. And what he believes, that will give him a plug there. What he believes is that he believes in tires. So he has a tire business. So he has invested himself and his finances in his tire business. So, you know, so we thank him for sharing that. So we're still in the studio, 954-792-1170, 954-792-1170. This is Hubert McIntosh, your CPA, continuing to talk about the philosophy of money. So where we were with lifetime capital potential, so what we were defining and we were differentiating. We were differentiating lifetime income versus lifetime capital potential. So if we're going to take someone who may have a 9 to 5 job, right? They're getting W-2 income. You can have W-2 income and you invest a part of that W-2 income, and it helps increase your capital. But at the same token, investing your capital, it could also decrease. But we're going off the premise that it will be increased. Whereas someone else also, like the brother who called earlier, whereas instead of getting a job, they may have some cash and they have a trade, or they believe in something, and they can invest in that as a business person, a small business person, to grow. And then they will develop income, and that income could grow into capital. Because what could happen with him as an individual, that business could grow and he could hire people and the business could grow. So there are a couple of ways that you can develop this lifetime capital potential. There's another way, which sometimes is a long shot. You know, some people will get it by the lotto or inheritance and so forth. So in talking about investments, then let's talk about investments. So one of the challenge we have with investment is what to invest in. So if you take that person who's earning an income, the question is, what do they invest in? I'm just going to share with you 4 of the most important financial questions that you need to be aware of. So whereas if you have a financial advisor, hopefully your financial advisor is sharing these with you. If your advisor is not sharing these with you, then maybe you need to think about getting another advisor. So I'll go ahead and I'll share with you those 4 questions. So one of the number one question in any investment is, what rate of return? What rate of return do you have to earn on your savings and investment dollars to be able to retire at your current standard of living and have your money last through lifetime expectancy? So a lot of times people say, well, why? Because there's this farce or this claim where people are telling people that, okay, when you retire, you can live on less income than when you were working. So let's ask yourself this. So you want to work 30, 40 years, whatever years you're going to work, and your plan is to live a lesser lifestyle when you retire? Think about that for a minute. So you're going to be eating chicken and steaks while you're working. And because somebody's going to tell you you can live on best, so when you retire, you're going to eat sardines and crackers? Come on. If an advisor tells you that, you need to run. You need to run. If an advisor is telling you that your plan should to live a substandard life than when you were working. Because the idea is when you're working, you should have some kind of strategy that when you retire, you maintain the same or a better lifestyle, not to go down. So that's one of the first questions. What rate of return? Number 2, and this is a challenge, how much do you need to save? And this is where we were talking about with the planning. How much do you need to save on a monthly or an annual basis to be able to retire at your current standard of living and your money lasts? Remember now, this is a critical part I'm talking about. Remember, I was explaining to you that by the year 2050, there will be 4 million centenarians. So here's the thing. You're going to have 4 million people that's 100 years old or older. But here's the sad part. Here's the sad part of that same statistics. I've shared this with you before. It's a sad statistic. 99% of that 4 million people will have run out of money. 99% will have run out of money. So what we are hoping for this program, where we're bringing this to you, that is not you. Because what we are teaching you is financial literacy. And if you have financial literacy, then one of the things you're going to learn is how to make your money last. Yes, that's one of the things we can help you with. But you notice it says how much you need to save. Because it's 2 things you're dealing with regarding saving. Are you going to plan for retirement, or are you just going to live off instant gratification? Instant gratification is where, because there are two types of lifestyle. You have a current lifestyle and you have a future lifestyle. So the question that each of us has to ask ourselves is that how much am I willing to take from my current lifestyle to invest in my future lifestyle? And here's the beliefs again. Here's the philosophy again. It's based on what one belief. Do you believe in investing in your future, or you just want to live for your current? So that's a question that we each have to ask, because it's based on the philosophy of, again, what do we believe? Number 3. So the first question was rate of return. Number 2 was how much do we need to save? The third one is a big challenge. How long will you have to work? How long will you have to work? You have people now, and I hope this is not you, because if it's you, you need to call us. You have people now who has no idea how long they'll have to work. Yes, That is a part of financial illiteracy. And that's why we're coming to you. We want to dispel that. We want to teach you that. But you have people who has no idea how long they will have to work. And I'm not talking about the person. You have that person who's going to say, well, I'm going to work till 65. Yes, it's easy to say you're going to work till 65, but if you don't have a plan, those words are just loose words. You know, we had a gentleman came into the office the other day. He wanted to retire. And he came in and he says he wants to know how much money. He had some money. He had saved some money. And he wanted to know how long will his money last. Well, we took his information and we go through and we share with him. And I said, well, based on your current lifestyle, your money will run out at age 99. And the gentleman says, I don't want to take that risk. Because my family, he says, I'm from a family that lives long. My mom is 96. That's what the man says. He says, I cannot take the chance that my money runs out at 99. So we sat down, he asked, how can that be fixed? And we help him with a plan where this man is now 64. He'll never run out of money. Never run out of money. No matter what happens. He's structured that he'll never run out of money. And that's what your advisor should be helping you with. If you have an advisor who cannot help you with that, you may need to consider changing your advisor. There are lots of great advisors out there can help you with that. The fourth question. So here's the three. I just gave you three. Rate of return, need to save, and how long will you have to work? So if you made no adjustment with the first three, here's number 4. Number 4 now, you will have to know, if you don't do anything different today, how much will you be willing to reduce your current standard of living? And that is a challenge, because I tell you right now, a lot of people out there, they even have retirement plans, and their retirement plan is forcing them to reduce their lifestyle, in some case up to 50%. So I'm even talking especially to the teachers. I'm talking especially right now even to the teachers. The teachers in Florida. Right now I'm talking to the teachers in Florida. Because you have a retirement plan that you're expected to reduce your lifestyle by 50%. So I'm just going to leave you with that because time is up. I got to get ready. I got to get out of here. You know how to reach us. financialliteracy.info, financialliteracy.info. You can reach us. You can call us directly, 754-366-7311, 754-366-7311. You can email us, support@financialliteracy.info, support@financialliteracy.info. This is Hubert McIntosh, your CPA, a member of SOFR, comes to you every Sunday night, 9 to 10 on WAVS 1170, the Art of the Caribbean. So you have a great evening, and we will see you next week.
Looking to make your business or service more financially literate? Contact us and we can make it happen. Advertise on our weekly program to be showcased to potential clients all over Jamaica and South Florida. Call us at 754 754-366-7311, and we can help you and your business or service grow. 754-366-7311. 754-366-7311.
Financial literacy with Hubert McIntosh on Waves 1170 has come to an end.